Kia ora!
Nau mai, haere mai te iwi. Welcome back to Rangai, our beautiful studio here in Turanganui Akiwa. We have an awesome show lined up for everyone, but before we start anything, we must start our karakia timatanga me inoi tātou. Tukua te wairua ki ngā taumata, hei arahi i a tātou mahi. Me tā tātou whai i ngā tikanga, a rātou mā. Kia mau, kia ita, kia korea i ngaro, kia pupuri, kia whakamaua, kia tīna. Hui e, tai ki e. Kei ngā maunga whakahi, kei ngā wai tuku kiri, kei ngā mātāwaka o te motu, ka nui te mihi.
So, kia ora, my name is Te Aroha Harrison.
My name is Lynn.
E kia ora, I'm Aroha Harrison.
So it is the first day of 2022 today, and it is to start off today's show. We're heading out to ask people what they're getting up to out in the streets, aren't we, Lynn?
Yes, we are. It's going to be very fun. We're just going to have a little bit of a talk about what we're doing for New Year's today.
Yep. And then next up, what do we have next up?
Next we have Tom coming in, our studio manager here at Rangai, just to talk a bit about what he does here.
Yes, and then to wind up the show, we've actually got a band from Gisborne, the Rabbits, in studio with us, and we're going to ask them a bunch of questions about their band and about their music. Let's talk a little bit about New Year's.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's now 2022.
Super exciting.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't feel any better.
Oh, you don't feel better?
Well, a little bit.
Okay. What are you most looking forward to in 2022?
Definitely a few events coming back, hopefully.
Yes.
That's going to be a lot of fun to be able to do some stuff that haven't been going on for because of COVID.
Yes.
That's going to be super fun.
Is there any specific events that you're most looking forward to?
Well, 48-hour film festival is coming back.
Yes.
That's amazing. That hasn't been going on, and then we can finally do it again.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing.
Hard.
Yeah.
And what about you?
I think just starting off the year with positivity will be really cool, and then just slowly going through the year. Hopefully no going into lockdown. Don't really like lockdown.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, how about you?
So for this year, I'm really looking forward to just bettering my health, I suppose. 2021 was definitely one of those years where I just ate a lot of junk food, drank a lot of fizzy and all that kind of stuff. So 2022 is definitely going to be where I focus a little bit on my health. But you know what I'm actually really gutted about?
What?
The Fire in the Sky being cancelled.
Oh yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, do you go to that?
Yeah,
I
every year.
actually I don't think I've ever been.
Oh, hopefully it's on next year. Because
it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. What would you say was one of your highlights about?
I know this is gonna sound weird, but every time you go down and then you're trying to find a car park and then you have a little script with a Gizzy person. It's just so entertaining, you know.
Just the entertainment.
A nice Gizzy scrap, harder about parking. Yeah, we usually have to, me and my family, we have to park ages away and then we all walk down with our blankets and stuff.
It's so funny because people arrive 5 hours before to watch a 30-second fireworks.
And they usually play the same songs, Adele or some kind of deep cinematic song, and then it's 30 seconds of joy, and then it's home time. So hopefully that comes back in the future.
Yeah, actually. So our reporter Te Aroha, she's been out and she's going to be talking to people about what they're doing this new year. So let's see what everyone else is up to.
Hello. Hi everybody. I've got two people here who are going to answer some questions about New Year's. So what are your names?
Lucy. Sophie.
Okay, that's cool. So the first question I have for you is, what are you doing for New Year's?
I think we're camping. Yeah, same. We're sisters.
Oh, okay, your sisters. That's cool. Camping sounds like a lot of fun. Do you have any New Year's resolutions yet?
I haven't thought about it just yet, but not really.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what a New Year's resolution was until this morning. Did you enjoy 2021?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, there you have it. Good. Okay, we're good. So, what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Hello, Daniel. What are you doing for New Year's?
Nothing. I'm working.
Oh, yep, that's fine. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Actually do good grades this year.
That's a good New Year's resolution. Did you enjoy 2021?
No. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Daniel, for that wonderful interview.
Bye.
Goodbye. Okay, here we are again back with this guy who was on yesterday. So I got some questions about New Year's for you. Just so people remember, what's your name again?
Nikolai.
Nikolai, okay. So what are you doing for New Year's?
Not sure still. Maybe going to Colin's parents' place or something, but yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Do you have a New Year's resolution yet?
I have no clue what that even means.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant until this morning. It's like something that you want to improve upon next year. Like, do you have any goals, I suppose?
Being awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Did you enjoy 2021?
I don't really know. I mean, I made money, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, 2021 was a pretty meh year.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I moved shop, so, it's been pretty good.
All right, thank you for that. That's all the questions I have for you today. We'll probably be back again to ask you more questions another day.
Wow, again?
Right, thank you.
Wow, second time.
Oh, far out. How wonderful is that?
That was funny.
Yeah, hot out. What do you guys think about 2021? Was it a rough
I
year?
think it was a bit, it was like they had highs and then lows and then highs and lows.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, it was good to hear some other people's New Year's resolutions and what they're up to, eh?
Yeah.
So, after the next break, we're going to be talking to Tom Payton, who is Rangai Studio Manager, so he's pretty much assisting and running this whole thing. And yeah, we're going to talk about 48 Hour Film Festival and a couple of other things. So, after the ad break.
Okay, team, what have we got?
Imagine you're in space.
No.
How about a dark, stormy night? But you're the detective.
Why do we have to be so violent?
And they lived happily.
How I look, Shannon? Am I here all right?
You got
My turn.
Hey Tom.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. How are you doing today?
Very good. It's a bit funny to be on this side of the camera, to be honest.
You're usually on the other side of the camera, right?
Yeah, so as studio manager here, I'm helping organise all of this, all of Te Tangata with Shannon and Leah. But yeah, kind of got my fingers in all of the pies in this studio. So yeah, I kind of know the rundown a bit.
Yeah, you do know a lot about film and a lot about this kind of all of this stuff, I suppose.
Oh, I mean, I'm learning. I'm
Right.
learning on the job, which is this industry. You're always constantly learning and learning new skills and picking up lots of valuable skills to take into.
Wait, so when did you start? When did you start with film? And what was your original inspiration for pursuing this career?
I'd have to say as probably a late teenager, maybe about 16 years old,
Yes.
through Wellington High School, the high school I went to. It was the first year they actually run a film course, so they bought like IMAX and digital cameras and stuff, and so I made my first short film when I was 15 or 16, I think. And,
Do you remember what that was about?
Yes, I do. It was called The Ancient Keys. It was about two magical keys that were lost in the bush, and they were like hundreds of thousands of years old. And if you held one and your friend held the other, you could communicate telepathically.
Oh, far out. So you've always been a bit of a creative nut. I love it.
Yeah, and so from then I just kept working and like in my spare time, me and a bunch of friends from Wellington would get together like every weekend and during the weeks and just make funny films and skits, and just the passion grew from there. We even used to have our own little green screen, which was just a sheet hanging in a window.
Oh my gosh! And now you've got this.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool.
Man. Ooh. And the 48-hour film festival, so you're the Gisborne regional manager, I
That's
believe?
correct, yes. So I've been regional manager for that, I think, coming in 7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I used to compete in 48 hours a lot in Wellington with friends, and famously was in the same heat as Taika. Eventually moved to Gisborne, just a lifestyle choice, and competed again here in the 48-hour film competition, and then the opportunity came to run it, and I jumped at that, and hopefully it's been getting a little bit better every year. It does have its ups and downs and its challenges, especially through COVID and all of this the last kind of year or stuff.
What's happened like?
First year was pretty difficult, but we did run a lockdown, so this is lockdown 2020. We ran a lockdown competition, but we had to can the overall national competition. But in that lockdown competition, it was free to enter. And people made a 3-minute short film, I think, and I think we had something like 1,500 films.
Holy!
Wow.
Which is, and I was one of the people who had to go through and judge all of them too.
Fun!
It was fun. Sure.
And the 48-hour film competition, that's literally you have to create from start to finish.
Yeah, that's the whole crux of it really is. Right. So 7 o'clock on a Friday evening, you get given a genre, a line of dialogue, a whole bunch of different elements that you need to construct a film out of, and which are completely random, and you have no idea what you're kind of coming into.
Right.
So you can't kind of pre-prepare a script or a movie or anything. And it's about the creative process and having a 48-hour deadline to hand in a short film. And I'm sure, as you are aware, Te Aroha, it's a lot more harder than it sounds to get like a polished short film, a 5-minute short film in just one weekend. But it's New Zealand's longest running film competition, and it's so awesome to be involved in the organising of all of that too.
That's very cool. So what is the next one, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, well, I don't think we've quite announced dates, but I think the rumour is somewhere around May of 2022, so we've got a few months to prepare for that. Hopefully this year there's no COVID restrictions, although we have figured out, as we proved in 2021, that we can run this under any kind of lockdown now. So if we're in level 2 or 3 or whatever kind of traffic light system we might be in, we still will be able to pull it off. So we've pivoted a lot of our events online and stuff like that, which so we've proven that we've got a COVID kind of framework that we can deliver this competition like no matter what. So pretty stoked with that. But also we just really hope there's no massive earthquakes and tsunami warnings this year, because that happened next year. But that happened earlier this year, and so the competition's due to start at 7 p.m. Oh yeah, that's right. It's 2022 now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Cool. Another question was, do people need to have like really flash equipment to enter, or can people literally just create with their devices?
No, look, I mean the advent, the rate in which technology has advanced, especially since I kind of started doing the comp, is just. Like, you can get an iPhone now that has a better camera than I had 5 years ago. They are awesome. And there are famously some really great films that have been made pretty much just in your phone or in your tablet. So the technology factor doesn't really come into it. Okay. We've always said, and our mantra for the 48 hours is that story is king. And
a good story. So
getting a good story and writing a good script and then executing that with all of the moving parts that go in to making a film, such as your performances and your sound and all of that comes into it. But the main thing, you can have all the flashiest gear, you could be working alongside Peter Jackson, but
Story is king.
If you're writing a crappy script, it's going to be a crappy movie.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do what you do to us all the time, which is wrap up this interview.
Let's get going on.
But yeah, you should spend more time in front of the camera too, because you're quite a natural yabba yabba. Love it. But thank you so much for coming and chatting with us. Next up, after the ad break, we're going to be talking to the Rabbits, which is a band from Band School. So yeah, see you after the break.
Okay, team. What is it on?
Imagine you're in space.
No.
How about a dark, stormy night? But you're the detective.
Why do we have to be so violent?
Could be a romance. And they lived happily ever after.
My turn.
And welcome back. Welcome back to He Tangata. For our last segment today, we have the Rabbits. So, kia ora, Rabbits. How's it? I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Are you excited to do this?
Yeah.
Have you ever done an interview before?
Oh, like this? Not a proper one.
Oh, okay, mean. All right. Well, we shall, yes, hold the mics really close so that the audience can hear you. Cool. So let's start with the first question. Who are yous and where did yous come from? Let's go through maybe each person and tell us what instrument you play and yeah.
I'm Liam. I've been playing the drums for nearly 8 years now.
Oh, wow, bit of drummer.
I'm Dylan. I've been playing guitar 8 years. I can't remember.
Right.
I'm Sam. I've been playing guitar and bass for about 4 or 5 years.
I'm Daniel. I've been playing guitar for about 8 years.
I'm Amandine, and I've been singing for as long as I can remember, and I joined this band 1 or 2 years ago.
Oh, far out. So you actually have a lot of experience under your belt with different instruments, I suppose. And so tell me, how did you end up becoming a group? How did you end up coming together?
It started off with just me and Liam doing a 2-piece act, and then eventually we got Dylan involved. We used to have a pianist called Peru, and then eventually we roped Sam into it, possibly unwillingly, and then Armandine joined a couple of years ago.
Oh, cool. And so how long have you been called the Rabbits, and where did that name, the Rabbits, come from?
Originally we were called Rabbits in Tuxedos because that was just the only thing we could get Peru to agree to.
Oh, right.
We recently changed it to the Rabbits like a year ago, maybe. Not long.
Mm-hmm. And why the Rabbits? Like, where did that come from?
You can answer that one.
I don't really know. We started the band when we were like, I think I was like 8 or something like that, so...
Oh, yes.
8-year-olds like rabbits, I guess.
True, yep, I love rabbits, totally. And next year, so what do you guys have planned for, oh sorry, not next year, this year. What do you guys have planned? Are you planning on staying together and continuing your music career?
Yeah, yep. We have a gig in January on the 17th.
So tell us about that gig. What's happening?
It's a fundraiser for a couple of local charities, and we're opening for Sit Down in Front for their album release.
And whereabouts is that, and how can people go there?
It's at Smash Palace, and you can buy your tickets from Midway and a couple of other places.
Main. So Sit Down in Front. So you're a supporting act for them, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And so tell me a little bit about band school. So what's band school?
It started off, well, for me personally, and Dan and Liam, was just holiday program.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
where I met these two. I don't know how many years ago now, but yeah, then that, thanks to Ricky, yeah, he brought us together and then roped Sam in after his guitar lesson one day.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
so yeah, been a big part in helping us get to where we are, yeah.
And so does band school help lots of aspiring artists to, I suppose, perfect their craft, or is that what they're about?
Yeah, so yeah, they give you, for that full holiday program, they put you in a random band, choose a song to play and then go busking.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's
yes.
where you learn to perform.
Cool, and I wanted to ask you about RockQuest, Smoke-Free RockQuest? Yes.
Yep.
What was that experience like? And was that the first time you had performed at RockQuest last year?
No, we performed, when was that? 2015, I think we did our first one. This year was 7, eh?
Oh,
yeah, so that one was, we look back at it now, it's pretty embarrassing, but it was, yeah, a good time. So.
Yes. So yeah, anything else coming up for the band? Anything else coming up for the band that we can look forward to? Maybe like an album or a EP?
We've finished recording, so we've just got to master it and all that now.
Oh.
Then we have an album coming sometime next year.
Ooh. Do you know when? Do you know when exactly we can expect that?
Nah, not
okay.
really.
No idea.
Okay.
That's taking a long time.
Of course, as all great things do. Okay, cool. No, thank you so much for coming and speaking with us here at Rangai, He Tangata. We've really enjoyed talking to you. I've really enjoyed talking to you and getting to know you, and I'm really excited to see where your guys' future goes. Yeah, let's see where the rabbits go. So, yeah, thank you so much, and we'll be right back after this ad break. Good job, guys. Good job.
You know what's just landed?
Okay.
Summer. And I'm here to not only wish you a mean summer, but a safe summer. One too many accidents and crashes happen this time of year. So when you're out on your travels, make sure you've sussed that sober driver. Remember, it's not just your summer, it's our summer too. So drive sober.
Shannon, you're about here?
Yeah.
About here.
Down here somewhere?
Bruh.
Cool.
Should I push this a little bit?
Yeah, right. You kick it off.
Cool, so ngā mihi... Oh, sorry, are you doing that?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, so you go like that. Yeah. All right.
You have a mic, bro, you might have to do it.
Yeah, true. All right, anyway, so ngā mihi nui to all of our viewers. As you can see, we've got a whole cast and crew here just to celebrate a great year and the great year that we're going to have in 2022. Obviously, we got to talk to some amazing people. We got to talk to Tom today, old Tom over there. We got to talk to the rabbits. We had Te Aroha out in the field asking people about New Year's. And yes, so a huge thank you to everybody here at Rangai and a huge thank you to our followers.
Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss any future episodes. There's one more episode tomorrow and then we're having a short break, but we'll be back really soon.
Haere from all of us at Rangai Studios, and remember, he aha te mea nui o te ao, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata.